Please welcome the Chairman of the Board of Peace, the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
The welcome was lackluster, and at this summit of global leaders, the turnout on stage was underwhelming. President Trump's Board of Peace provided the pomp and ceremony for today, but not the main attraction.
The meeting was very good. What did you agree on? We spoke about documents and about air defense.
Ukraine's president met with Donald Trump in Davos this afternoon, behind closed doors, with no cameras and no fireworks either this time.
The meeting was good with President Zelenskyy. We'll see how it turns out. A lot of people being killed.
President, what's going to be the message to President Putin? What do you want President Putin
The war has to end.
Do you have a deal?
Today was President Zelensky's turn to address the World Economic Forum.
Thank you very much.
His message wasn't directed at America, though, but European leaders, in a speech that seemed to echo President Trump's rhetoric.
No security guarantees work without the US. But what about the ceasefire itself? Who can help make it happen? Europe loves to discuss the future, but avoids taking action today, action that defines what kind of future we will have. That is the problem. Why can't President Trump stop tankers from the Strait of fleet and seize oil, but Europe doesn't?
Over the next 2 days, Zelenskyy announced the US, Ukrainian and Russian officials will now hold trilateral talks in the United Arab Emirates. The issue to be solved, he says, is the land in eastern Ukraine that Russia wants for itself. Do you have any faith that peace in Ukraine is any step closer right now because of what's happening here in Davos?
I would say it's just the opposite. Vladimir Putin needs to be pressured in order to give up his war of aggression. He doesn't feel any pressure. In fact, bringing him in from the cold only reduces the pressure.
There's one more tough guy he would like alongside him, though, Vladimir Putin. The Russian president was invited to join Trump's Board of Peace, a body signed up to by no member of the G7 and no EU leader other than one of Putin's few European allies, Hungary's Viktor Orban.
We're going to have peace in the world. And boy, would that be a great legacy for all of us. Everybody in this room is a star, or you wouldn't be here.
Those stars were then treated to his vision for Gaza, presented by the president's son-in-law, complete with slideshow.
From the private sector, there'll be amazing investment opportunities. I know it's a little risky to be investing in a place like this, but we need you to come, take faith, invest in the people, try to be a part of it. And then New Gaza. It could be a hope, it could be a destination, have a lot of industry.
Major parts of construction here, said the president's son-in-law, could be completed within 3 years. Today in Gaza, funerals for some of the 11 Palestinians, including 3 journalists and 2 children, killed by Israeli strikes on Wednesday. 4 more were killed in tank shelling today in Gaza City, health officials say. This is what a 3-month-long ceasefire looks like.
You know, this is a great location. It all begins. See, I'm a real estate person at heart, and it's all about location. It'll be so great. People that are living so poorly are going to be living so well.
President Trump's Board of Peace. Is the UK going to be an active part of that? Are we going to be a signatory? And should Vladimir Putin be allowed to be part of that?
Well, we support the 20-point plan for peace in Gaza. We want to be play our part in phase 2 of that peace process. We won't be one of the signatories today. This is a legal treaty which raises constitutional issues. And we do have serious concerns about President Putin, who has shown no interest in peace. And we need him to show a commitment to peace in Ukraine.
So has President Trump got this wrong?
International discussions.
Has President Trump got this wrong, offering an olive branch out to Putin to be a part of this?
Well, I think what we want to see is pressure now on Putin to get to the agreement for peace in Ukraine.
There is another sticking point for many, Greenland. Overnight, President Trump's lust for land between North America and Russia was assuaged. Details of what was agreed are still thin on the ground. Greenland's red lines, they say, are crystal clear.
We are ready to discuss a lot of things, and we are ready to negotiate a better partnership and so on. But sovereignty is a red line.
Do you think any more EU members are going to be joining up?
I think there is a bit of reluctance at the moment because it's still not clear also what it means for the other international organizations, because we can see that the US are leaving or even dismantling international organizations, and this looks like a kind of private UN of Trump. There are other issues on the table. What happens with the Greenland discussion, with the threats that have been put forward? And there might be a solution, but we still don't know. So that's the mood I see.
And do you want those solutions before you see any other EU member states signing up?
For sure.
This was a summit that had the potential for global significance, the potential to deliver change and results. Many are leaving here tonight wondering if all it delivered was diplomatic headaches. There are undoubtedly frustrations and annoyances that the passions of one president have dictated so much of what has unfolded here over the last couple of days. But to be fair to President Trump, there is a precedence now that when he kicks up a fuss, other nations take heed, they take action. We saw it last year when he said NATO nations weren't spending enough. All of a sudden, a whole host of NATO nations, including the UK, pledged more defence spending. Now on Greenland, we don't know what the details are, but already Sweden have said they want to play a more active role in policing the Arctic North. The UK Defence Secretary John Healey has said reinforcing security in the Arctic region and the High North is something Britain will take a leading role in through NATO. So there has been action. There has also been some scarring. Right now there is a meeting of EU leaders going on. And a senior EU source said to Channel 4 News tonight that we have done what's needed to stabilise the relationship with Trump, but it remains volatile. Ultimately, leaving this, many are walking away with one thought, which was articulated by one man. That one man said everyone turned attention to Greenland. It's clear most leaders simply aren't sure what to do about it, aren't sure what to do about Trump. That leader was President Zelenskyy. The conference in Davos may be coming to an end. The war in Ukraine, as of right now, is not.